Oh, man. I told you they was gonna stress us out and make it interesting. I mean, it's nothing new. It's not even a prediction. It's just what they do, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, boy. Oh, man. When I tell you, like, I understand why people can't stand Heineke or have hate for Heineke or feel that, like, way. This is like one of the first games. Well, no, I've had games where I'd be mad at him, but this is the first game, like, where I was, like, mad at him, like, the whole game. Like, this is, out of all the games he's played this season, has to be the worst one. Like, he was trash. Like, and he keeps getting away with this stuff. Like, he keep getting away, like, man, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love the dude, bro, like, but you gotta play better, bro. Heineke, you gotta play better. We can't do this against the Giants. We can't do this against, you know, the Browns and the daggone 49ers. We need to beat the 49ers. You can't play like this, like, But I'm gonna get to him, man. Like, the defense. Definitely their worst performance as far as, like, allowing the run. You know what I'm saying? But they did their thing, man. Like what you call it? The secondary was probably their worst game. Like, you know what I'm saying? In a while. Just I don't even say I don't even so no. It was a secondary, but it was like at the same time it was like more the middle of the field. Like, you missed that presence in the middle of the field, like having Cole Holcomb and people like that, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Defensive line played decent, like, you know what I'm saying? Really, like, that drive before they got the interception, like the game-winning interception, um, we really needed to stop. And the D-line stepped up, man. The first play, Payne, like, comes in and, like, and disrupts the run, like, for a loss. And then the very next play, Tez and Tuhill, like, get the sack, man. We needed it. And got us back into the groove. Of course, we couldn't deliver on offense when we needed to, like, you know what I'm saying? But, it is what it is. Scott Turner had a decent game, like, I mean, at a certain point, it was just like, we not putting the ball back in Heineke's hand. We don't need to. Even though he did, like, try to do this sometimes, but, yeah, man, like, he didn't really need the ball, like, you know what I'm saying? So, a lot of their plays, like, outside of their runs, a lot of their plays was, like, kind of, like, on the outside or, like, passes, on the outside or, like, down the middle, like the seams and stuff like that. So, we definitely missing linebackers. This decision to not, like, get any linebackers to think that we were good is, like, really biting us in the butt right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting here watching the Giants, like, with McFadden. He's like a rookie, tackling so well. But in the other linebackers doing well. So even Troy Anderson, we was geeking over Troy Anderson. He's over there in Atlanta doing something. Like, I didn't really pay attention to the defense like that. Like, as far as the linebackers, but except for, like, I think number 3 was a linebacker. He did pretty well against us, but I'm not talking about that. Jamin had one of his best tackling games, like, ever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you talking about, like, stopping, like, a near first down and stuff, he may not stop the whole drive, but, like, when it came to his chance to, like, make a tackle and, like, stop him short of the first down, like, he was doing his thing. So, happy about what he's doing. I really wish they would have called that a fumble so he could return that, like, let him get his credit, like, you know what I'm saying? But, eventually those gonna come. He already got one this year, so he's like those soon to come. Disappointed that we didn't get. Oh yeah, we did. I'm saying, what am I talking about? Trying to think. There was a lot of blown assignments. Like, that's what I was saying with the secondary. Like, I think that some of those was like kind of on Derek Forrest looking in the backfield. It was tough. Like they had a good little game plan with their run pass option. Mariota was killing us, like keeping the ball and going around the edge and stuff like that. We got to do better, like what I'm saying. That's pretty much it though. Like I can think off the top of the dome. Man. Like, pay that man Deron Payne. At that point, that play single-handedly saved our playoff hopes. Like, well, I can't say that, but like it was like 3 plays, like 3-4 plays. Like Deron batting that ball, like if he doesn't do that, this might be a touchdown. Like who knows? I need to go back and look at that and see who was open or whatever. But if he doesn't bat that ball, it might have been a touchdown. And then Kendall Fuller, like the last 2 weeks. Like, bro, thank you. Thank you for finally deciding that you want to catch an interception. Because when he did it initially, I'm like running through the house like, yes, yes, yes. But then I was like, Kendall Fuller, please tell me that you caught this daggone ball. Because if you didn't, we're going to have to fight. Because knowing him last year, like, he would have dropped that and then we would have had to go for it down and it would have scored. And like, it would have been a wrap for us. But that was... These last 2 years for the Atlanta game has been the most, like, entertaining. Like, that was the best finish, like, defensively for us, like, I've seen, outside of last year with the Seattle Seahawks game, which Kendall Fuller got an interception there, too. So, I don't know. We give Kendall Fuller a hard time, but he helped us out, like, 2 weeks in a row. So, yeah. Offensively, like I was saying, Heineke had a terrible game. I was hoping that he had a better game like he did last year there, but I mean, he when it really came down to when he needed to make throws, like when we really needed to score, like or whatever, like he did his thing. He did what he had to do. But any other time, I was just like, please don't give him the ball, cause in the first half, the first quarter when we already scored. We scored really smoothly. It wasn't a problem. And then he does this dumb, like, little toss throw. Like, what are you doing? And you're lucky that it doesn't go behind the line of scrimmage or the line behind, like, backwards. Because that could be a fumble. And we didn't get the fumble. Like, we didn't recover it. So you're putting the ball in harm's way. And I'm sitting there like, don't you ever make a play like that again. And the next play, he does another play like that. Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? And y'all know I'm a daggone Heineke fan. But I was so mad at him this whole game. Like, oh my gosh, bro. And then he rolls out. He gets a wide open Terry McLaurin. I mean, he dodges and he almost misses a sack and all that stuff. And he throws the ball 50 yards past the daggone goal line. I mean the end zone and stuff like that. But Terry's wide open. He throw a touch pass to him, like it's a touchdown, and we're up like a couple touchdowns instead of just like tied or whatever. I don't even know the score, but like, oh my gosh, bro! Like I was sitting there just so mad at him, like because I'm just waiting for him to just do something stupid to mess us up more. You know what I'm saying? But luckily he didn't. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Shoot, bro. Then he had that daggone interception, like, and he threw it right to him. Like, I guess, I don't know if he didn't see him or he didn't, like, get enough air on the ball to, like, do that or whatever. But I was like, bro, you threw it right to the guy. You know what I'm saying? It driving me crazy, bro. And I think after that, like, at that point, like, Scott Turner was like, yeah, let's just get the ball to B-Rob. And so, like, B-Rob, bro, he had his best game, man. He had me hyped. Like, that first touchdown, like, when he caught it in the flat and trucked the dude and bulldozed the guy into the end zone, I'm, like, hyped, bro. I'm, like, standing up, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, B-Rob, he's starting to really become that back that we were hoping we needed him to be, and we're hoping that he would be for us, you know what I'm saying? And I'm happy he's starting to get explosive, starting to get more comfortable. And Gibb played well too, you know what I'm saying? On that drive before the defense made that stop or whatever, So no, when the D line made that major stop, the next drive, if Gibb just stays up, that's a first down. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's simple things like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where we didn't have to worry about this. I mean, it doesn't matter because we won, but gosh, man, like, you know what I'm saying? We can't keep keep winning like this. Like, if we win, it's cool, but it's just like, good gracious. So, yeah, man. They played well. I thought Gibb was injured for a second because like he was like not getting in. I don't know if they was just like worried that they didn't want him to fumble or what, but you know what I'm saying, he wasn't in for a minute. Jonathan Williams came in and stepped up really well. He ran really good for us, so I love to see that from him. Glad that he's back from injury. Hadn't seen him. Missed my boy Jared Patterson, saw him in the cut. Like, you know what I'm saying, shout out to him. You know, I would like to see him activated because, like, since we don't have J.D. McKissick, but we'll see. The line played well. I don't even think we had a sack, and if we did, it was just like one maybe. And Heineke probably contributed to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't. I don't know. This is like I said, this was his worst game. Like, he was just really just wanting to get the ball away. Like, hey, like, you want an interception? Like, you know, like, let's see. Oh, they didn't have any sacks, so the offensive line kept him clean. He just couldn't do nothing. They had one tackle for loss from Troy Anderson on us. And other than that, we ran the ball really well. Love to see it. I love the aggressiveness, like, of the offensive line, man. I think, like, you know, they just played well. I'm gonna talk more about this stuff in the reflections and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, tight ends, y'all better thank John Bates. Y'all be talking, oh, John Bates is not doing, he's not enough. Like, what we gonna do with John Bates? I'm telling y'all. I was telling y'all since the beginning of the year, like, you know, y'all be sleeping on John Bates. John Bates is the guy. That guy. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for John Bates, we would not have won this game. Because he's the only touchdown score that we had in the second half. So, thank you, John Bates. We love you. Man, like, you know what I'm saying? And he almost had that crazy, like, touchdown in the first half. If he catches the ball sooner, if he gets the ball sooner and gets both feet in, like, that's a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Like, and yeah, he had some good catches today, and he did really well. Logan Thomas had like one catch, I want to say, 1, 2. He had one catch. Didn't get a first down, but you know, was what it was. De'Ami Brown though, yo. I saw him, man, I was like, oh, De'Ami's in. And then I was like, I wonder if he's going to get the ball. And the same play, he gets the ball, makes an amazing catch. Like, kind of like that. Good job, man. Good to see you contributing. Even if it's just one play, we need all. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got to figure out a way to get to Jahan Dotson the ball. He was in motion the whole day, but we just used him as a decoy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, usually we put Curtis Samuel in motion, but we put him in motion instead. I don't know. That's all the receivers. Terry doing Terry things. Terry did what he had to do. They got the ball to him. In the beginning, that first drive, I love what I was seeing for Heineke. Like, you know, getting the ball to Terry, you know, early and often and stuff like that and all that. But then they just started forcing it to Terry. Like that one, like in the second half with that one, like, long throw to the sideline, like with the comeback with Terry, trying to get it and end up getting an almost interception with, I think, AJ Terrell. Like, I'm just like, you don't have that arm, bro. Like, even though your arm has gotten better, like, you don't have an arm like that, you know what I'm saying? And he had no business throwing it. Like, sometimes he just be forcing stuff to Terry, like, you know, and it's not good. But Terry did his thing. Curtis Samuel, like, you know, definitely contributed in the running game. He didn't even get a reception. Like, I just seen it. He had 4 runs for 13 yards. It was enough for us to do stuff. He was dancing a little bit for me, like, you know, at the line of scrimmage when I needed him to cut up field, but still got enough for us to get first downs. That's crazy though. He didn't have a reception, but he got all like 4 runs though. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Derek Forza, a leading tackler, man. He's joined the World Wrestling Federation. You know what I'm saying? He had that scoop of Mariota. You know what I'm saying? I love it, man. Like, you know, we about to have a whole WWE squad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Sunday Night SmackDown, like a mug. You know, my boy Jamie Davis had 10 tackles and stuff like that. Like I said, man, this is his best tackling game, like, you know, that I seen. Like, just sure tackling, clutch tackling that we needed. He was doing. Cam Curl did his thing. Big Payne had 2 tackles for loss. A pass deflection that we really needed. Clutch player of the game, give him the game ball. Man, for real. Him and K-Fu, that's just a team effort. Like, you know, bend don't break. Team effort, the defense. Like, once again, our defense saved us. Like, cause we would have been dead in the water. Even though this wasn't their best game, they saved us. Like at the end when it came down to, like, you know, Tez with the clutch sack. Like, you know what I'm saying. Like I was talking about, they gave it to him instead of Hill. I think cause he's got there first. I don't know how they measure, like, you know, sacks, like half sacks. But, you know, Tez got to him first. I guess started bringing him down, and then Hill came in later. I was wondering where John Ridgway was at, but apparently he had 3 tackles. Boston did straight, you know. McCain did all right. It was a lot of moving parts, like, you know what I'm saying. So the secondary played decent, but it wasn't their best game, I would say. Christian Holmes did well. For stepping in, you know, shout out to him. I mean, I don't know if it was too much of it wasn't too much of an assignment for him, I don't think, but, you know, it's just good to see that he did what he had to do. Even Curtis Samuel got a tackle, you know, shout out to Curtis Samuel. So, you know, big, strong, let me start. Got a tackle, I guess, on that interception. But yeah, Christian Holmes, like, you know, we definitely missed Benjamin St. Juste. I'm not gonna, like, sit here and stunt, like, act like we didn't need him, like, you know, but you know, it was what it was. Hopefully he comes back soon, but I'm happy Christian Holmes was able to step in. That's pretty much it, man. I'm just happy. I'm just proud of the team. Offense, like I said, we need to do better, bro. We have too much weapons on offense to, like, you know, not figure this out. Once we figure out this offense, like once we figure out this Rubik's Cube of how to actually run an efficient offense, like we're gonna be a problem, like, you know what I'm saying? Because this was a very mature win, like, you know what I'm saying, like down to the wire. I mean, we've done wins like this last year, but it's like not consistent, like this holding up, you know what I'm saying, and handling this, like, you know what I'm saying. This was another trap game. This was more of a trap game than last game, and we handled our business 2 weeks in a row, like, you know, on teams that we should beat, like, you know, but we handled our business. We didn't let that, like, you know, keep us distracted and making us think that we didn't need to, like, you know, hunker down and finish. So shout out to them, man. Just proud, bro. You know. So the 3 plays. 3 plays. Well, 3 plays, 3 highlights or whatever that saved this game. John Bates with that touchdown. Actually, I'll say 4. 5. John Bates with the touchdown. Deron Payne with that tackle for loss. Tez with the sack. And then the 5th one is Deron Payne with the bat down, and like K-Fool, or the 4th one, and then K-Fool with the interception. If they didn't make those plays and step up, like, you know, we wouldn't have won this game. You know what I'm saying? Of course, there was other highlights, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, with Jamie making those stops, important stops. But yeah, without those highlights, like we wouldn't have won this game. So that's it, man. We got the dub. My prediction with the score was off. Honestly, I really didn't have a good feeling about this game. I didn't have a good feeling, but I was like, but you saw me in the video in the midst of the midst of the video. I was just like, nah, I think we're gonna pull this off. Like we're gonna handle business. Got a good feeling out of nowhere at the last minute, so I'm happy that that vibe, you know, the intuition like really was true, came true. So you know, yeah, man, like you know, 19 to 6, 19 to 13. We did it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to lay down because I almost had a heart attack as usual. So you know, yeah, man. I'll catch y'all Wednesday or Thursday, whenever, with the week 12 reflection. And till then, man, y'all be easy and like, comment, and subscribe to your boy Mama in the Big Dog Command Room. Till next time, peace, love, and hair grease.